Yeah. 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 Okay. There's a birthday party happening upstairs. Where? And it's all for me. Who the fuck cares? They won't notice if I never go and show my face. They just looking for.
Hello there, Spook Wackadoo. Today I've got new skates. So let's not beat around the bush. I know why you're here. Today is my birthday. Thank you for saying happy birthday to the screen. We're all here for one reason. We have foot fetishes. And also, rollerblading is fun. You know, it seems like nowadays you can't watch a skate video without them skates in them. Without further ado, friendarinos, it's time for me to shove these dogs into their rightful homes. Who let the dogs out? Shout out to Oak City for sending me stickers, a pin, and a skate tool with a bearing puller on it. Alright, these are some tight little foot prisons, but I'm excited to see how they bring my feet freedom. Wait, that's Remz. I'm excited to send my foot pics to John Julio. Oh golly gee, I feel something right here. Time to get the frames on. Alright baby, check that out. Got the snaggle tooth on the them. Hopefully I don't get absolutely roasted the next time we do a setup review on iRollerboot stream. I didn't rocker the cuff, I need to do that. Got some children in the park and they're going to be yelling at me, but it's their park too, so they're going to yell, I'm going to yell. It'll be a good time. Alright, well, I laced them up and pressure points went away. That's cool.
Do you cover up your eyes? You can't wait to see. Lately, I've been having strange dreams. Paranoid, they hate me. Everybody think I'm crazy. Baby, can you take me somewhere where the sky blue? You can lead the way, I promise I'll be right behind you. I do. See myself as iconic. Getting how my downfall is kinda ironic, like a condemnation.
Alright. First impressions. These things are so incredibly light. Amazed by how well the sole plate slides. Something about these, they're so sturdy. So slick. Just the first few sole grinds there were pretty easy to latch on. I was worried I was going to be slipping out a lot because the thinner sole plate, but not at all. Locked right in on with the sole foot. So let me go try some round rails. Getting over is definitely going to be interesting.
Come along, children. Now we're going to have a little music. Like old times. Like old times. So now I'll start the melody on the organ.
Oh, so what is there to say? I'm excited to see how topsides feel on this because getting onto this round rail felt like nothing. It felt like I was locking into a square rail. It's really, really cool. That being said, it is time to hit the down rail. I'm lucky enough to call this park my hometown park. I was able to learn anything and everything I ever needed to learn here. So one serious takeaway for me is I am incredibly confident on these boots. I did warm up with the Remz, but when I was skating with the Remz and doing a sole on the down rail there, it took me a little bit to commit. I was not worried to commit with these at all. And I don't know if it's fair to say that these boots are streamlined. Just don't feel like they're on my feet. I don't feel like I'm being held back by anything. Time to throw some porn stars and see how that goes. Alright. The confidence reigns true. These are fantastic. I was even slipping out on that last porn star grind there, one of them, and I just slid right back in. I don't know. All I had to do was lean forward a little bit. I think that these sole plates are really going to be incredibly advantageous for my my trick bag.
Here comes an interesting one because Royales and boot down in general, I just can't do that, so. have no idea if these are connecting or not.
Alright. I have no idea if those connected. Hopefully it went well. I don't know.
Time for more royales.
They feel really good. Still don't know if I'm hitting them, but if I am, they feel good. I'm not very familiar with this rail or Mizu's, so I'm gonna do a Mizu on this rail. I broke a nail. Man, I did not think that double negatives would be so easy on these skates. I don't know how many times I've been able to do the whole down rail in 2 times, in 2 tries. I almost made it the first time. Just overthought it a little bit. Second time, clean, easy, came out with control. Man, these are just fantastic. Guck on them.
Devouring the competition, abort mission, cause it's the bomb like nuclear fission. To go against the arsonist, now that's a bad decision. Cause it's steadily dropping shit like a flock of pigeons. So listen as I paddle up your ear canal torrential. Waters on instrumental, feeding you vitamins and only essentials. Potential's monumental when it comes to hip hop. Making a terror stop is like holding back a triceratops. Our ratios replacing those wannabes you're facing pros. Screaming about your drugs, money, violence, and fellatios. Stereotypes got you blind like Venetians. The bullshit they're speaking's causing ozone depletion. Delivery upon completion. We're civilized like the Phoenicians, but won't hesitate. Commence deletion. I hit backspace and you're gone within a second. My clarity's beyond, but I stay mic check. Now tell me who's known for rocking the mic. Setting fires blazing all stages.
Man, that first Unity felt incredible. Not too many immediate differences or improvements, really. I don't think any caveats. I don't think anything is worse than the Remz for Unities. I didn't even wax this ledge and it just slid perfect, so I'm not going to throw Unities on anything else today. But I am going to try a double negative to Unity. If you haven't seen Small Town, I do that trick in one of my lines in the section, so go check that out.
DJ Typhoon, stay tuned. The creature from the Black Lagoons coming soon, cold like the dark side of the moon. At high noon, be ready to face off like Cage and Eminem. Spit fire flame and put an end to your problem. I remain dormant till I'm performing to trick opponents, never disown it. Keeping hidden power components, menace to society due to my variety.
Try some grabs over the hip transfer. Good old man.
Keeping me from getting caught for my tracks. Now tell me who's known for rocking the mic. Set your eyes blazing on stages in sight. He hosted the MC, holding the crowd. You must admit, you didn't know it, now you know it. Now tell me who's known for rocking the mic. Set your eyes blazing on stages in sight. He hosted the MC, holding the crowd. You must admit, you didn't know it, now you know it. My power towers like the Eiffel. Leave I got the right. My vision is insightful. You look, you get an eyeful. Reverse psychology keeps you thinking that you're as hot as me. The statue Adam's apple performing a tracheotomy. Follow me if you can, cause I remain inventing. Y'all niggas about to be out of here like Bill Clinton.
Grabs are super easy too. Again, it just feels like this has made all my tricks easier. Pretty happy about that. Alright, well, now it's time for the true test of strength, and we're gonna do some topsides on the quarter pipe. Let's hope that this bitch is as flexible as she says. Topsides feel really good. I wouldn't say they're necessarily easier, but the slide is much easier. I can actually get a slide out of it now. Topsole took a little bit getting used to, but once I got the angle I needed for the sole foot, it really started working. I wasn't able to get a top corner on the Remz today, but got one on the Thems pretty quickly. And fish brain felt really good. I got stuck a little bit, which was surprising considering how fast these sole plates are. I haven't gotten stuck yet, but who knows who the hell waxes this quarter pipe. There's no real skaters here. That being said, those felt fantastic. So all things considered, I think these boots are a huge upgrade from the Remz. Definitely my favorite boot so far. Hell yeah. Add a pop of color to your life. All right, them 909 Browns, Pat Ritter, thank you for being great and giving us this incredible boot. If I remember correctly, this is the first shell that them has made themselves. And I must say, good job. To the team at them, thank you. You guys are geniuses. Your marketing is incredible, your skates are incredible, your skaters are incredible, and I can't wait to see what you guys do next. The confidence I get from these skates makes me feel alive. Gets the people going. But I also have to say that coming from a series of different skates that I have never felt this in control of my skate apparatus, no matter what it was. Now I'm going to run through my conclusion. I have a lot of points I want to make, and I'm going to try to keep it short and sweet. Now the boot itself, no heel lift. The sizing of it does feel like it's just a little big. These are medium, which are size, 8.5 to 10.5 or 9 to 10.5 or something like that. I am a size 9.5, 10 usually for most US shoes, and I've got, like I said, that whole thumb width from my toes to the front of the toe box. I didn't really think I would like going back to a hard boot because of the rigidity of the feeling onto the foot, but it feels fantastic.
Happy birthday, too.
Thanks. I already hit on the weight a lot. These are incredibly light. I feel like I can get my feet up to my chest not only quicker, but with a lot more control. These are pretty supportive boots. I don't know what they're like with the cuff up, but with the cuff down, they're still really supportive. And I mean, you just got the perfect amount of flex in these things, forward and backward. I'm pretty sure these are a raised heel. It definitely feels like I'm going over my toes a little bit. I'm not a huge fan of raised boot, but I know I'll get over it really fast. I already kind of have towards the end of this, but I do prefer flat boot. And then as far as lean, which way they like to lean, I did notice that they do lean out a little bit, but you can be confident standing up straight isn't going to make you lean one way or the other. You're not going to be pouring over the left side or the right side. You really can maintain a fine point of balance in these. All right, let's talk some responsiveness. The bend of these boots is very forgiving. Locking in is so easy. I feel like I've got a hammer guided on a track to a nail. It feels so incredibly smooth and precise when you're trying to hit something in these. And again, I haven't done topsides on ledges yet, but I'm so excited to, because the topsides on the quarter pipe there and all of my sole tricks today just felt so good, so sturdy. Maneuverability, these maneuver really well. I'm able to flick, spin, and jump any which direction in these boots and feel like I'm going to be able to come out with a solid steezy landing. And last for responsiveness, power transfer. The power transfer is fantastic. These transfer power right from the concrete to my feet. This feels as close to a uniform body as I have tried. I have not tried Aeons, but I would say that these probably give them a good run for their money. I'm not sure. I've touched on the sole plate a little bit. The slide speed is the fastest I've ever been on. I have never hit a double negative that just went. It just whole time felt like I was gliding on water. Felt like I was hydroplaning. It's pretty cool. The sturdiness of the sole plate is fantastic. You really lock into tricks in a way that's going to keep you on the rail, and also gives you a good feeling of the rail. I can feel the rail through my boot, which is something to be said, because none of my other boots I feel like I could do that. This sole plate groove, I think I like it. I mean, I was talking earlier, and I still don't know because I haven't looked at the footage, if I was lacing any of those Royales, but the Unities felt really good. There's a bug on my boot. Get out of here. Oh, now there's blood on my boot. God damn. The Unities felt really good. I think I was locking in the groove there on the sole plate with the Unity, but I'm not sure. Again, I'm going to have to watch the footage, but it did feel good, so whatever I was doing was fun, and I'll probably keep doing it. I do like the buckle. Going back to a buckle, though, makes me want the Rose's memory buckle. That being said, this does ratchet very well. It lets loose very well. Feels very solid. Keeps the cuff together perfectly, and looks good on there. The cuff, really like the cuff. The immediate ability to rocker it down was nice. I skate really low and I'm not good at topside, so I really need as much flexibility as I can get, and being able to do that gave me that flexibility. On top of the fact that this cuff is so malleable, I mentioned that a few times, being able to squeeze it and it maintain its shape while bending and then going back to almost a rigid form is fantastic. Really just a fantastic boot all around. I like the laces on here. The laces did seem to make a difference when I tightened them up. In the beginning when I put them on and it felt like I had pressure, that was before I laced them up. As soon as I lace them, I don't know, I guess it pushed down on the top of the liner and kind of helped push the sides out maybe or something, and then that feeling I had here, gone. Absolutely no pressure points. These feel fantastic. Now it's time to talk about something that's not as important to everybody, but super important to me, and that's style. How's the silhouette? How do they look on me? How do they look while I skate? How do they look on camera? I can only answer one of those right now. When I look down at them, I look down at them 909s. Cool. I really like the silhouette of these boots. They balance form with factor very, very well. You are able to do a lot of things in these skates, and you're able to take a lot of great pictures in these skates. I don't see any marketing videos, pictures of these skates, or someone in these skates, or someone even doing awful tricks in these skates, and they don't look good. Sole plate is a great shape. The outside of the shoe, the outside of the boot is a great shape. The cuff hugs the back of the ankle really, really well, and it just looks so streamlined and so slick. I really like the slope from the cuff down to the toes. I think it gives enough room for the top arch of your foot to be able to have a little bit of leeway, but you can still strap it in with these laces, and the lacing system itself looks really clean. It's kind of hard to showcase while I'm sitting here, but just the top here, that looks so professional. It looks like this was designed by a shoe designer. In with the style is another thing too that is really important to me actually, is a sound test. Things like boot creak and clackiness. This boot, absolutely no creaking with the MyFit second skins. I believe with the stock liners, they creak. From the videos that I've seen, a lot of the people using stock liners have some pretty serious creak in them. But the sound of landing and lacing a trick is so solid in these. I was worried that they were going to be clacky. I was going to have to go and get some cheap soles or footbeds from Walmart or something and put them in between the sole plate and the boot. I've been thinking about doing that for a long time with my Remz because of how clacky they sounded sometimes. I'm a really cheap person, but I would seriously recommend these boots to any person that is serious about aggressive inline. Coming from somebody who's used 5 boots in their first year of rollerblading, I must say that these are genuinely my favorite from the second I stood up in them. The Them 909 Pat Ritter is one of the best boots out there in my opinion. I do have to try some other big names like Razors and Aeons and Mesmers, but I have a feeling that it'll be hard to compete with these. These seem to do everything well. Them seems to do everything well. Alright, I think that's it for me. It's safe to say, without a doubt, that I absolutely love these boots, and I think they're going to be able to take my trick bag and my skating in general to a whole new steezy level. Well, Bladerinos, I hope you had a good time watching this. This is definitely a stray from my usual content. Let me know what you liked and what you didn't, and hopefully you stick around for the next one. Here's to the next boot. Them, keep it up. Sponsor me.